This is how I made $9,234 with under 4,000 YouTube subscribers. So I'm gonna be breaking down exactly how I did this. So first, let me tell you about my journey. About a year ago exactly, I started posting on YouTube in the self-improvement niche, just making different videos on fitness, girls, making money, and I was trying to build an audience, but I had no idea what I was doing, no guidance. And I did this for about 7-8 months. I was just basically making videos on self-improvement, trying to cultivate an audience and sell something to them. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I did starting in April that allowed this to all shift and allowed me to start making really good money from YouTube and not even having a big audience. So the first thing I did was I niched down and I picked one specific thing to focus on, which was the dating niche. I'm a big fan of girls. I love dating, and I was just like, why not? I love talking about this. I have so much life experience around the topic. I know I can help people. I made a great transformation myself. And I really also conceptualized the story of the transformation that I made. I tie this into every single one of my videos, is the transformation I made from when I was 19 to now almost 23, and exactly everything I did in order to make this transformation. And that is what I now sell. That is the outcome that is being sold, and it's marketed in every single one of my videos. So every video is on the dating niche, driving people to my funnel, selling them my coaching program, which we're going to touch on in a second. So the next thing that I did, which was one of the biggest issues for me, was not getting leads. So for months, I was actually able to start getting about 500 to 1,000 views on my content about 3 months prior to making these changes. So in the winter of 2025, I started to post mostly on fitness, girls, and social skills for the most part. Those were the 3 topics I was talking about mostly. I kind of niched it down from everything to those 3 things. And I literally had 3 months where I didn't have a single booked call using the Calendly book a call funnel, where you just put the Calendly link in the description, say book a free coaching call. You have it in your description. I didn't get any clients doing this for the longest time, even though I was getting about 20K average monthly views on my channel. So this was really starting to freak me out. I was like, how the fuck am I going to make money from this? I'm getting views. People like the channel. There's some good comments, but no one wants to work with me. What am I doing wrong? And this is when I started implementing. After that, in April, I implemented lead magnets. So I started to give away something in every single one of my videos. So for example, I have a communication guide, a conversation guide, confidence transformation guide, aesthetic body guide. I have a bunch of different things that I give away that my audience wants, which is in alignment with the video that I'm talking about, that allows them to give me their email and phone number in exchange for this free guide of mine. So this is the most powerful thing that I have done, and I think this is absolutely essential in 2025, going into 2026, if you want to have a coaching business, and especially a small YouTube channel, because that's how everyone starts out. Unless you blow up overnight and you're one of the lucky ones, it's going to take a little bit of time to grow your channel, grow your audience, and be able to sell something. And you need to be capturing as many leads as possible during this time and being able to sell them. So what is the next step? It is phone setting. So you get those leads and you're going to want to try and call them as quickly as possible. Get on the phone and be like, hey, this is Sebastian Gabono. I saw you picked up the Confidence Transformation Guide. What made you want to grab that? And you start getting to talking. You ask them how their dating life is going. They tell you. And if you can help them, and if they're kind of in a situation where they need some help with anything, you can say, let's hop on a free coaching call and we can discuss XYZ and how I can help you. And, you're going to get a bunch of free value out of it. I'm not going to give you my exact pitch right now, but they always will say yes, unless they're not interested at all and they don't need it. If they have even the slightest inclination of needing this, they'll say, yeah, oh yeah, free call, why not? See, you're kind of forcing their hand a little bit to take that free call. So instead of having the Calendly link in your bio, you just take one extra step to actually be able to speak to your audience and convince them to take the call. This is the most powerful thing that I've ever done. And just yesterday, this allowed me to generate a sales call and make $2,500. So I literally, Monday, I hit all the things that I missed from the weekend. So all the leads I didn't get to, I'll call them. I called this dude. 2 hours later, we had a sales call booked in. I come on the sales call and I sold them for $2,500. That is how powerful this is, because without one, the lead magnet, I would have never had his contact information. And two, he wouldn't have booked this call himself. He didn't feel like he needed to do this. But when I talked to him and convinced him, one, of taking the initial sales call, and then two, of the program, then he became a client. And this is how I've been making really, really good money as a small channel. At the time of this recording, I've got about 4,500-ish subscribers, and I'm able to make, like I said, I just made 5,500 in the last 8 days, 5 to 8 days, somewhere around there, because there was a couple deals that were right before, but I had two big deals, two $2,500 deals in the last 4 days. So it's so powerful what you can do when you start capturing your audience the right way. You have the proper sales and marketing systems in place. This is how I was able to make 9,000 that first month of implementing the lead magnets and calling and doing the phone setting. Selling the actual calls is the most powerful, impactful thing that I've ever done. And there's also one more benefit, which is that you are speaking to your audience, meaning you get to talk to everyone in real time, get feedback about what they think about the content, and not that it's something that you should be, changing your, viewpoints on, but you're going to figure out, what do people like? For me, I really learned that they like to hear about confidence, communication, and courage. That was like 3 big things that people really resonated with. They were like, oh yeah, I need to work on my confidence. Or, oh yeah, it's courage that I'm lacking. I don't have the courage to go up and talk to a girl. Or my communication is flawed. I don't know how to start conversations. So now I knew what to speak about, so my audience can resonate with it more. And I also know what magnets to make, lead magnets to make, to get more people in the funnel. And it all really works hand in hand. And it creates this ecosystem that allows you to treat this like a business instead of just being someone posting content online. So this is exactly how I made over $9,000 my first month of applying these sales and marketing systems. And if you want my help to do the same, you can book in a free coaching call with me down below, where we can discuss your journey and how I can help you.